Good evening, students. Welcome back to our channel Ach'z. So today we are going to discuss about some important cue cards you must prepare for July 2023. Actually, I thought of releasing this video yesterday, but I was little bit busy. That's why I can't able to do that. So today, 1st July, so I thought of releasing as soon as possible. So we are going to discuss about some important cue codes. Definitely you can expect these cue codes during your real exam. So let's start with a video. So we will move one by one along with the bulletin question. So the first cue card describes something that you have shared with others or other person. You need to talk about something you shared with any other person, food or your any items, vehicle, laptop, any other electronic gadgets. Okay, so what you shared, when you shared it, who you shared it with, and explain why you shared it or how you felt when you shared it. Okay, and moving towards the second one, describe an advertisement that you don't like. You need to talk about an advertisement that you don't like. So when did you see it? What is it about? Where you saw it? Or how you came to know about it? Why you didn't like it? Advertisements are everywhere nowadays. Wherever we are looking, one ad will be there. So that may be through these electronic gadgets while using YouTube or watching TV or traveling in bus. We will see some cutouts and or maybe like that. So you need to talk about an advertisement that you didn't like. Okay, that you don't like, maybe because of the background music or the content or the casting or the storyline, which is not at all related to the product. Then coming to the third one, describe a course that you want to learn or a study you want to like to do in the future. You need to talk about a study or a course you like to do in the future. Any type of course you can talk about. So what this course is, when you want to learn it, where you can learn it, that means via this online platform or using any particular app or directly to the university or any colleges, and explain why you want to learn it, what is the reason behind that. So the next one, describe a person in your locality like to help others. You need to talk about a person who is interested in social welfare activities or some charitable activities. Who is this person? How this person helps others? In what format? That may be in the format of food. Some people like to serve food to the person who are in slums or street areas, or to serve the necessary items to them. So what type of help, or it is a financial help. So how you know this person and what you feel about him or her, your feelings towards that person. Next one, describe an occasion when you got incorrect information. There are so many incidents are happening like that. We are not at all getting the correct information. So you need to talk about an occasion in your life when you got incorrect information from internet sources or directly from a person or from any application. When you got it, how you found it was incorrect, and how you felt about it. Then the next one, describe a piece of technology that you find difficult to use. You need to talk about any piece of technology that you find difficult to use. So any type of new gadgets. So if you are using any electronic gadget the first time, in the sense, definitely we need some time to adjust with that or to know well about that particular item, maybe because of that. So you can just talk about any piece of technology. Okay, Apple phone or any washing machine or any type of item you can talk about. So when did you get it? What did you get it for? And how often do you use it? And how do you feel about it? Whether it is useful, even though it is difficult to use at first time. What you felt about that, whether it is useful in your daily life or not. Next one, describe a sports program you like to watch. You need to talk about any sports program, your favorite sports program you like to watch. What is it? Who do you watch it with your friends or with your family? When do you watch it? About the time you can see, and why do you like to watch it? You are so passionate about that particular sports item, means definitely we won't think about how long we are sparing in front of the program and all. Next one, describe a job that you think is interesting. You need to talk about a job that you find very interesting. Okay, and what is it? Why do you think it is interesting, and how do you know it? You have an experience, or your friends, or you heard from someone else. So what necessary skills does it need? Whether it needs soft skill or hard skill, what type of skill it need? Next one, describe a movie that you watched recently that you felt disappointed with. Maybe you went to theater with more expectations releasing of your superheroes movie, but the storyline was not good or the casting was not good, so that makes you disappointed. So you need to talk about a movie that you watched recently that you felt disappointed about. So when it was, why you didn't like it, why you decided to watch it, and explain why you felt disappointed about it. And the next one, describe an occasion when you lost your way. Okay, you lost your way, you don't know about the how to reach your destination. Okay, where you were, what happened, how you felt, and explain how you found your way with the help of Google Map, or you asked with someone. Okay, and moving further, describe a happy memory from your childhood, or they can ask, describe a happy experience from your childhood that you remember about any particular situation or any occasion or about any person. Okay, what happened, when and where it happened, who you were with, and explain why it was a happy experience, why you still remember about that situation. Next one, describe a crowded place you have visited. You need to talk about a crowded, congested place that you visited. Where is it, when you went there, with whom you went there, and explain how you felt about being there. Okay, almost all the public places are congested nowadays, so you can just talk about any situation, theater or any shopping mall or any religious monastery or something like that. Next one, describe something you did with someone or a group of people. You need to talk about a group activity that you performed. So what it was, who you did it with, how long it took you to do this, and explain why you did it together. Next one, describe a person you would like to study or work with. You need to talk about a person that you like to do, that means combined study, or you like to work with. Who is this person? When you want to start studying or working, why would you like to study with him or her? Maybe he is so resourceful or experienced or knowledge in that particular area. And what will you study? So moving further, describe a place away from your home you want to visit in the future. You need to talk about a place little far away from your hometown you like to visit in the future. Maybe to experience new varieties of cuisines, or to purchase any items, anything you can say, a reason. Okay, where you would like to go, when you would like to go, how would you like to go there, about the transportation mode, and who do you want to go with, and explain why you want to visit that place. Next one, describe someone you know who has recently moved to a new place. So you need to talk about a person who recently moved to a new place, migrated to any European country or any GCC country, or about your new neighbor, any person newly joined to your residential area, means you can just talk about him or her, who he or she is, what the new place is like, why he or she moved to a new place, and explain whether his or her move has a positive impact on you. Whether that means good neighbor in the sense, definitely a positive impact, or your sister or your family, means maybe financial benefit or any, what is the impact, positive impact you had. Next one, describe a piece of good news you heard from others. You need to talk about any good news that you heard from others, what it was, when you hear, when you received this news, how you received this news, that means about the mode of communication, and why you feel it was the good news. Next one, describe a valuable item that you would like to give as a gift. You need to talk about any valuable item you like to give as a gift. So that is completely based on your perspective, because everyone have different perspective about giving gift and all, and also person who is receiving the gift. Both things we need to consider now. To whom you would like to give, what do you want to gift, and why do you want to give that, and how long would you need to save for it. Expensive gift in the sense, or valuable gift in the sense, we can't able to say that all the valuable gift are expensive, even though you need to say how long you need to save for it. So the next one, describe a place or country in which you would like to live or work for a short period of time. You like to work, or you like to stay there for a short period of time. You don't want to settle there, you just want to take experience from any authorized company, or you just want to study from any university. It's for a short period of time. based on the experience you need or based on the course duration, you can say. And also that may be related to your vacation plan to you. So where you would like to live or work, what do you want to do there, when would you like to go there, and why you want to live there. Next one, talk about an interesting old person you met recently. You need to talk about an interesting old person you met recently. Most of the old people like to share the memories, different stories from the past days which they experienced. Okay, especially the soldiers, retired officers, government officers, and all, means they have a lot to say. So you can just talk about an interesting old person you met recently. Who is this person, how you met him or how you know him, what you would like to do with this person, you like to hear the story or you like to involve in any activity, why you found him interesting. Next one, describe a difficult thing you did and succeeded. You need to talk about any difficult thing. Again, it's completely based on your perception. Maybe cooking is a difficult task, means you can talk about that, or driving, just learning any skills. Okay, a difficult thing that you did and succeeded. So what it was, how did you complete it, and why it was difficult. You are interested in these adventurous activities and all, means you can just say about that. Next one, describe an unusual meal that you had. You need to talk about an unusual meal. It's not the part of your usual meal concept. Okay, entirely different from your continental items and all. Maybe related to any party or related to any travel to new place with a new culture. So when did you eat it, where did you eat it, with whom you had the meal, and why do you think it was unusual. Maybe they will use some seasonal items and all, completely different taste. Next one, talk about a time you complained about something and finally got a good result. You had an experience of complaining about something. Usually we will do that if we get any wrong service or wrong product, means definitely we will approach the consumer court or approach the higher authority to raise a complaint. So you need to talk about an experience like that. Anyway, finally you got good result. So what did you complain about, who you complained to, when it happened, and what was the result, and why you were satisfied with the result. If you satisfied, means you need to say why you are satisfied. Next one, describe a time when you had to let something to a person you know. You just want to give something to a person you know. Okay, you should say what you lent and when it happened and why he or she asked to borrow that. Maybe they don't have that much finance to brought it, or that's why they like to borrow it from person who have it, or that may be for any temporary purpose. They don't want to spend the huge amount for that one time use and all. So you need to talk about that, explain how you felt about it, and would you let him borrow it again in the future if they want. Okay, and the next one, describe a person you met at a party and enjoyed a conversation with. The last, that odd person card, na? So the same thing you can apply here. These two cards I think I mentioned in the last section also. So they are keep on asking these cards. These are very important. So try to prepare with that. Whenever you can combine the answers, that means whenever you can prepare jumbo answers, try to do that. Okay, according to the questions way of asking, you can make some changes or modification. So try to prepare jumbo cards always. So who was this person? What topics did you discuss? And how did you feel about your feelings? Next one, describe an adventure you would like to go on. You need to talk about an adventure you like to go on. You are an adventurous person means. So what the adventure is, where you would like to go, who you would go with, and what you would do, and explain why you would like to take the adventure or take that particular mission. Next one, describe an invention that has changed how people live. You need to talk about any invention that made changes in the way of life, how people live. So what it is, how has it changed people's life? What benefit did it bring, and explain if it is more important for older people or younger ones. So it's completely based on the age group. You can just compare with that new invention. So the telephone means it's without any gender difference. It's really beneficial for both the parties. And to construct any gym, in the sense mostly for the youngsters. If it is any park or library, means it will be beneficial for older people more, even though it is beneficial for the children. So like that you can just make a comparison. Next one, describe the game you enjoyed playing when you were younger. So you like to talk about your childhood favorite game. So what is that game? who you played it with, where did you play the game, and explain why you enjoyed playing that game and how you felt about doing it. Okay, about your favorite game in your childhood days. The next card, describe an object you find particularly beautiful. Any type of artwork or any type of showpiece items, okay? So any object that you find particularly beautiful. Sometimes the curtain works or any type of mat or any small showpieces, flowers. So where the artwork or object is, how it was made or where you saw it and what it looks like, and explain why you find it particularly beautiful. Maybe the color combination or the materials they used. Next one, describe an important thing you learned and not at school or college. You need to talk about an experience you learned something, but it is not related to academic. Any extracurricular things or any type of soft skills you can say. So when did you learn it? How did you learn it? Why did you think it was important to learn it? Maybe it's very beneficial in your future or in the day-to-day life. So how you felt when you learned it, about your feelings. Next one, describe a photo that you took and are proud of. You need to talk about a photo that you took and you are really proud about. Any special or any proud moment in your life. So when did you take this photo? Where you took it? What is the photo about and why you feel proud about this photo? Next one, describe a time when you needed to search for information. You need to talk about a time in which you needed to search for an information. So what information you needed to search for, when you search for it, where you search for it, that means dictionary or in internet platforms. So explain why you needed to search for it. You kept something somewhere and maybe we forgot about that, where we kept that item, and we will search now. Like that experience also you can say, because they didn't mention that the searching in the internet or something like that. So next one, describe a time you had a disagreement with someone. You need to talk about any time you had a disagreement with someone. You can't able to accept or you can't able to agree with that person. Who was the person? Why did you have the disagreement? Was the issue resolved? If yes, how? And how you felt about it. Next one, describe a place in your country or a part of your country that you would like to recommend to visitors or travel. You find out that place is more nature friendly, or they can able to buy some traditional items from there, okay? Or the climate is good, in the sense you can just recommend. So what is it? Where is it? What people can do there, whether they can involve in any activities or not, and explain why you would like to recommend it to visitors or travelers. Next one, describe a time you were very busy. You are so busy with your work or your personal life. When it happened, where you were, what you did, and explain why you were that much busy. Next one, describe a speech you gave or describe a talk you gave to a group of people. You are facing a group of people and just giving a monologue or speech. When and to whom you gave the speech, and what was the speech about, why you gave this speech, and how did you feel about it, how it went. Next one, describe a popular or well-known person in your country. You need to talk about any celebrity from any field. You can talk about from business or any business magnates or sports or films. Questions, who this person is, what he or she has done, why he or she is popular, and explain how you felt about this person. Next one, describe a creative person whose work you admire. You just really admire that person's work. Maybe the music directors or any album creators or any artist, any type of artist. Who he or she is, how do you know him or her, what creative things he or she has done, and explain why you think he or she is creative. Next one, describe an ambition that you haven't achieved, your long-term goal. What is it? Why you haven't achieved it? What you did and how you felt about it, and what you want to do to achieve it. Till now you didn't achieve now, so you can just include that too. Next one, describe a long car journey you went on or about a long car journey you remember well. So you can just talk about a car journey with your friends or with your colleagues or with your family. So the sub question, where you went, what you did at that place, who you went there with, and explain why you went that journey by car, why you selected that mode of transportation, and explain how you felt about the journey, whether you enjoyed it or not. Next one, describe a new store or shop that has recently opened in your town or city. You need to talk about any new store or shop. Where is it? What it's all there? Whether it is grocery shop or any for costumes or cosmetic items, maybe for child and females, or only for men's wears, like that. You can just say what is all there and who goes there, as I mentioned, and explain how successful it will be in the future, what you are expecting about that business firm in future. Next one, describe something you thought to your friend or relative. You need to talk about an experience in which you taught something to your friend or relative. You are really master of that skill and you taught the lessons to your friend or relative. So what you taught him or her, when it was, how long it was for, and explain how you felt about it. And the last card, describe an area in your home where you feel relaxed. You need to talk about any area in your home you feel relaxed. Your bedroom or corridor or meditation or prayer room, according to your perception, you can say that. In which area or room do you feel relaxed? How you arranged it, about the interiors or furniture and all. And why do you feel relaxed there, and what do you like to do there? That means maybe you involved in any yoga or meditation, or you like to do some exercise. In the sense, you can just say about that. So that's it regarding the cue cards. So I hope this will help you out during the entire month. So try to start your preparation. Try to collect some points, and as I mentioned, you can prepare the jumbo cards, then you can save your time too. You don't be blank whenever you hear some questions and all, if you are preparing jumbo cards. So all the very best for your speaking test date, and we will come out with the more videos, and frequently as cue cards also we are updating. So try to go through that, then you will get some idea related to which all are the cards they are keep on asking. So that's it. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon. Thank you. God bless you all.